Hi everybody, welcome to our channel again. Today we've got a tough day at the beach. We decided to take our 4 RC cars out and give them a go in real life. The last video showed them on a specific test track. This time we're going to take them out on some real powdery sand, so we'll see how they go. There's certainly no getting out of that bog. So now we're going down to the beach, which is about a 15 to 20 degree slope down to the water. Going down is no issue at all. Let's see how they go when they turn around and come back up the hill. It's quite powdery sand. It looks quite firm, but you can see leaving quite an imprint as well with the tyres. As soon as they break through that little crust, it gets quite powdery, the sand. This one's the MN82 Land Cruiser pickup, replica of the 79 series Toyota Land Cruiser pickup. It's a fantastic model. It probably did the best in the Fix Challenge. So there's no driving forward with that one. Now we've got the MN99S Land Rover. That has quite a bit more balloony style tyres. Very bouncy. Let's see how it goes in the soft stuff. These cars are all completely standard, by the way. No modifications whatsoever. Original batteries, original tyres. No modifications at all, straight out of the box. They all had a fully charged battery before we started though. Making quite hard work of that as well. Succeeded and back up into the flat. Now we have one of the nice looking models. It's a Land Cruiser pickup. MM45 is the MM brand number, and it's a Land Cruiser FJ40 pickup. This one probably did the worst on our fixed track. In fact, it struggled to get up some of the obstacles. But on the sand, let's see how it goes. It's got also quite balloony type tyres. Seems to be making easy work of this. Yep, that was no problem at all. Those big balloony tyres and soft suspension certainly allowed it to climb up there with ease. Now we've got the WPL C64-1, the Hilux twin cab. Bit of a hard time getting through the soft sand. Speed will get it though. So now we're heading down toward the water. Turn around, come back up and see what we can do. In the next video we have a little bit of work being done to this one. We did some suspension mods because we found a couple of faults with it, so keep an eye out for that. Struggling up there a little bit, but it's still making progress. back on the flat now, so it's a lot easier. We also tried some racing up the beach between each of the cars. The FJ45 made short work of all this, or FJ40 made short work of this with the big balloon tyres. It was definitely the master coming up on the sand. Here the Land Rover versus the Land Cruiser. Again, the Land Cruiser just walks up there, whereas the Land Rover has a little bit more trouble. And now the two pickups, the challenge of the pickups, old and new. And the new one's just struggling. It's got quite a lot smaller diameter tyres on it though, less balloony shaped. And here we just had a bit of a jump set up for them to go over, see how they performed on that. Now we had a couple of trees that had some roots sticking out through the sand, so we made a bit of a course through there and ran all of them through there and to see how they'd perform on that. Stuck high and dry there, not going anywhere. A little nudge from the back and we're off. The Land Rover and the Silver Toyota pickup are both very bouncy. They have good ground clearance and everything, but very bouncy. We had a bit of a hill there and it's quite firm, the sand. Did a race across. We tried it both slow and then later you'll see we tried them as fast as we could to see how they performed, how they handled with a good bit of speed. Twin cab Hilux. You'll see it rides very high to Hilux, and as I mentioned before, in our next video, stay tuned or keep an eye out for it, where we do a couple of suspension modifications, because we found that sometimes the suspension would lock up and it wouldn't compress down at all, and also lowered it just a little to make it look a little bit more realistic. From the other side now. Makes easy work of this little hill. going across as fast as we can and see how they handle the rough stuff with a bit of speed. Thanks everybody for watching, and keep an eye out for our next videos. Please subscribe, and just as a reminder, the Hilux dual cab is the one that we do some suspension work on, and then we'll give that a little test again and see if we improved it or made it worse, and see how it works out.